Let's focus on this story now regarding Mozambique, where the people in embattled northern Cabo Delgado province will have to wait a little while longer for regional help in the form of boots on the ground. An extraordinary double troika summit took place in Maputo yesterday. It resulted in words such as strongest condemnation and even statements like a proportionate response, but ultimately not much action. Instead, the only deployment will be a technical fact-finding mission. This mission will be reporting back at yet another summit, this time of the Organs Troika, which is set to take place at the end of this month. Cold comfort indeed for the people of Cabo Delgado. Since 2017, more than 700,000 of them have been forced to flee their homes and thousands of others have been killed. The ongoing conflict has also halted a multi-million-dollar natural gas exploration venture in that part of Mozambique. Well, let's unpack SADC's decisions or lack thereof, depending how you look at their statement or communique issued yesterday, taken at that extraordinary double troika summit. I'm joined via Zoom this afternoon by Peter Fabricius, who's a consultant at the Institute for Security Studies. Peter, good afternoon. Welcome to the Midday View. Broadly and overall, how should we interpret SADC's communique?
Yeah, Dan, I take your point that it's kind of a little bit ambiguous. It's not what a lot of people were expecting, which was a definite decision to sort of go in there, boots on the ground immediately. I've been told by people who were at the meeting that it is positive, though, that the tone of these encounters between SADC and Mozambique President Filipe Nyusi has changed, whereas before it was very much them asking what he wants and then waiting to hear and not really hearing very much that was helpful. Now they, I'm told, are being very, very definite in saying, look, we need to do something. This thing is affecting all of us. And so, okay, that decision to send another or to send a technical mission down there to assess what the needs are and then to report to another summit at the end of the month may seem like kicking the ball down the road. Who knows, it might still be. But I believe that they are now starting to take this seriously because of the attack on Palma 2 weeks ago, which I think has made everybody sit up and really take notice.
And that has brought a lot of pressure, I guess, to bear on the Mozambican government and the ruling Frelimo party, who's been very worried from my sources about sovereignty.
Yeah, that has been the issue. It seems to have been preventing them from really tackling this thing and properly in the past and bringing in SADC much earlier when clearly they could have been more effective, because this thing has been allowed to run out of control. You know, we have a pretty precarious situation in Cabo Delgado province. As you know, there's the coastal town of Mozambique has already been occupied for how long would that be? About almost 6 months. Now we have Palma, which is a ruin. I mean, the government troops have taken it back, but there's not much to take back. And we have Total, the French energy company, pulling out of its gas processing and gas exploitation project there just because of what happened in Palma. So things are fairly precarious, and I think that's why Nyusi has finally realized that something has to be done and that he needs regional help.
At least there seemed to have been some movement forward, allowing this meeting to happen. Is it fair to say there could be a cautious optimism ahead of the next summit?
Yeah, I think that may be the right phrase, overworked as it is. But that's where I am. I mean, look, there are a lot of commentators who are saying, oh, my gosh, SADC once again kicks the ball down the road, fails to make a decisive intervention to actually do anything. You know, that may be true, but I think that the ground is shifting. I think the tide is turning, but I may be wrong. But that's my perception of it.
Thank you very much for your insights here on the Media Review on ENC. Peter Fabricius from the Institute of Security Studies, just looking or reviewing that SADC double troika summit that took place in Maputo yesterday. For more action, I guess we'll have to wait for the next summit that's set to take place of the Organ Troika at the end of this month.